Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Unlocking the Magic of Leadership. Now, for the next 3 weeks, we are going to be diving into Control Your Chaos. And the reason for that is as we get ready to go into the holidays, many people experience joy and love and amazing experiences. And many people can experience things like anxiety and depression and sadness and frustration and anger. So no matter where you fall on the holidays, this can maybe take a little bit of the edge off of some of the excitement and anxiety and all of the things that can come. So this week, we are going to be looking at energy management. When we think about energy management, a lot of times we think about things like time management. How I'm going to block my calendar. What am I going to put on my calendar? Am I going to have every single minute of every day blocked? Or am I going to have small breaks? Am I actually going to take the breaks? It's the fact that you have 24 hours in the day, and how are you going to utilize those 24 hours? Now, the thing that we don't talk about as much is energy management. And energy management is just what it sounds like. We have energy levels, and are we protecting those energy levels? When you think about your device, when you think about your smartphone, we put more effort into protecting the battery of our smartphones than we do our own internal batteries. And this comes at a cost. And so time management is how we're going to use the 24 hours in the day. Energy management is how are you going to feel for the 24 hours in the day? Are you going to be intentional about finding those moments to recharge? Are you going to completely run yourself to zero, maybe in the negative? As a society, specifically in the United States, we have valued toxic productivity to where we push ourselves beyond our natural limitations. And we're seeing the results of this. And one of the trainings that I do is 4.5 days. And I have to tell people on Monday,
there's a lot of time built into this for reflection and breaks.
And you're going to think to yourself, this is a waste of my time. In reality, it's not. But because we have been going so hard and so fast, our internal clocks, I'm just going to say it, they're broken. We get stress and anxiety when we're just being. But the reality is when we think about creative breakthroughs, those happen in moments of downtime. That's why so many great ideas happen right before you go to bed and when you're in the shower. It's because your brain is essentially turned off. So it has time, all of that stuff it hasn't had time to focus on, it brings it to the forefront and starts working through that. When we're thinking through the holidays, maybe you're going to have a lot of friends and family coming over. Maybe you're the one that's hosting. Maybe you got a bunch of small kids. Maybe it's the first year that the kids are away from home. Maybe you're dealing with the fur babies that are going to be trying to take the bacon off of the counter. All of these things, make sure that you're being intentional to give yourself time to recharge. That could look like disappearing into your room for 10 or 15 minutes. It could look like going outside and taking a quick walk, not around the block, maybe just to the stop sign. There are so many things that we can do for momentary recharges. Makes me think of in my car, I have wireless charging. So as soon as I get in my car, I drop my phone onto the wireless charging, even if I'm going to the store 5 minutes up the road. Do that for your battery too. Find those 5 minutes. If you have bigger time, 15, 20, 30 minutes, great. But don't plan them because the holidays are notorious for ruining your plans. Instead, find those 5 or 10 minutes to where you can protect your energy and recharge so you don't destroy your battery. You may be at 15% at the end of the day, but you still have life. You haven't completely blacked out yet. That's what we're going for. We're not trying to change the world. We're just trying to get to the end of the day with 15, 20% left on our battery. Protect your energy. Don't time everything to where you are working 20 out of the 24 hours in a day. Give yourself breathing space. And when you start to feel a little bit frazzled, it doesn't mean that you're not enjoying the holidays. It simply means that you got a lot going on. You're out of your traditional experiences and your brain is telling you need a second. So listen, take the moment. All right. Have an absolutely amazing week. And don't forget, as always, you got this. And I will see you next week for chapter 2 of Control Your Chaos, where we will be talking about, dun, 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 how do you prevent fires? Not the literal kind, the metaphorical kind. See you next week.